Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and we are here with the MPL Pokebowl for Season 1. And we're going to be going up against PokemonTripHD and the Dallas Staravias. Remember, the link to him and his Twitter, his YouTube channel, his Twitter is what I meant, will be in the description below, as well as the MPL channel. So, this is the MPL Pokebowl, guys. If you guys had not already checked out our Teambuilder, which was uploaded yesterday, the link to that will also be in the description, where you guys can see exactly what I brought, the exact EV spreads, and all of that sort of jazz. Also, in the comments below, tell me if next season or in any other league, would you guys enjoy seeing me have a team builder episode the day before the actual match goes up, like I did this time? I only did it this time because, you know, it was a Pokeball. I kind of wanted to show off my team before, not saying that was like I thought it was a really good team or anything, but it's just kind of what I want to do. It's kind of like an experiment. But we're going to be going up against Trip this episode, or this time. And I actually tried a live comment, and I did live comment, but I don't know. I've not really uploaded like huge videos to my channels, to my channel before, and it was actually a pretty long battle. So I just decided against uploading the live comment. I'm just going to end up uploading this postcom right here. So you know my team already if you watch the Team Builder episode, so I'm not really going to go in depth on it. You guys can check that out if you want to see my team. But we're looking at Trip's team. He has a lot of threats. I really did not expect to see Entei, to be honest, because I have so many answers for it. Being Mega Slowbro, I even have Seismitoad. So it's not really that much of a threat unless it's a weird set that he has brought before, like a Toxic set or something like that. Gardevoir could be a threat, as I said. You know, the specs, Side Shock, and stuff like that. I also was kind of happy not to see Aerodactyl, because that means my Blaziken outsped his entire team, since it was Scarfed. And another thing which I was happy not seeing was the Thundurus T, because a set could easily two-shot everything on my team. Now, I knew he was probably going to bring Breloom. Breloom is really scary to this team. Really, the only thing that can really do much against it is Fortress, and Fortress can't even do that much damage to it, but it can set up a ton of spikes and stuff like that on it. So that's one thing. Manaphy is also kind of scary. You have to scout out its set, is what I was thinking in the beginning. And Snorlax obviously is super scary. Setting up curses can actually destroy my entire team. So I do have Roar on my Zapdos and some other stuff to be able to take care of it, such as Blaziken. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the Team Builder. I think I actually forgot. But Blaziken is definitely my win condition. My aim was to actually just lead off with Blaziken no matter what. The only bad thing that he could have... Well, I mean, I don't think he was going to lead off with Entei. If he led off with Entei, that could have been bad. I would have had to take an E-Speed. And I know I couldn't two-shot it. I know I couldn't one-shot it. I have to two-shot it. The only problem, if he did lead off the Skarmory, which is obviously a probable lead, I might have just switched out because the Brave Bird would hurt, and his best play would just to let him just sack off Skarmory and bring it to Sturdy with the Flare Blitz, and then go for Brave Bird, maybe potentially take me out. But Trip Trip usually does not run any offensive moves on his Skarmory, so I did not 100% expect that, but I kind of wanted to scout for that. So we're now going to start over here. So yeah, so we're going to start off this battle. It's going to be set up by 2, and I'm going to lead off with Blaziken, as I said before. He's going to actually lead off with the Snorlax, and that was actually a pretty good thing for me. I'm just going to go for the high jump kick, because I can pretty much two-shot anything on his team. Unfortunately, I missed, and I was so upset about this, because this thing is my win condition, as I said 100 times. And I switched out of Seismitoad, expecting the Surf, and even if he had Energy Ball right over here, I was going to switch out into Chansey to expect that. But he actually has Knockoff. He was definitely expecting Chansey right there. But I didn't want Chansey to be set up Father Eyes if you watched the previous video. So I got my Rocks up right there. That was really good. Unfortunately, Seismitoad is Toxic. But it's not like Seismitoad is too important, especially because we already know what Manaphy set this is. And the other thing is that... What is it? We also know that Thundurus T is not there, so it's not like a huge important thing, but I'm going to go on to Zapdos. I get the Thunderbolt off. We obviously see that he's pretty much Spadef, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he has defense investment, but I'm going to go on my Fortress, and right here I can start setting up some more hazards. Now I know Skarmory can defog them off later, but until then, I will be getting up some hazards up. So he's going to actually go out into Snorlax, and this thing is super scary. It sets up curses all over, and it can be such a huge problem So I'm going to now go out into my own Zapdos, and I'm just going to click Roar over here. Now I know he's going to be able to hit me with a return. A +1 return is actually going to do a ton of me, and it's going to actually bring me to red, as you will see right over here. But I think right now I have a layer of rocks plus spikes up, so if he wants to come in, he's going to be at the yellow range. So, and I just had to prevent him from resting up at this point. Obviously, it's a really scary Pokemon, Snorlax right there, and I can't even, I start roosting up right here, as I think he went for the Wish. Yes, he does. So I'm at a good amount of health right here, and that was the purpose, so I could take on Snorlax again if it ever happens. And I just want to get it at full at this point. I know I can't do much to him, but he cannot do much to me because he doesn't have much investment. The Moonblast, that does not do that much, to be honest. It does about 40%, which is fine. That's all I really need. I can take a +1 return at this point and go for a Roar if I ever need to. I'm not going to switch on for Fortress, and I think I'm going to set up another layer of no, actually, I predict him to go out into Skarmory, and I'm going to go out into my Zapdos, as he actually just goes for the taunt. It was actually kind of problematic. For some reason, I forgot that I was taunted, so I was like, alright, I can take this thing on. And I realized just now, wait a minute, I can't go for the Roost. That actually really sucks. But, so I'm going to have to switch out right here, and I'm at a really bad range because now I don't have much for that Snorlax, and he's going to bring it in right here, which is really damn scary. And he's going to get hurt by all of those hazards. Oh, sorry, I think I made a mistake. If he switches in again on those hazards, he'll be on yellow. But I'm going to go out into my Mega Slowbro. It's kind of my only option right over here. And I'm going to have to start setting up Calm Minds. This is my second win condition besides Blaziken that I said before. And I'm going to Mega Evolve. We see it, Alzheimer's, not Ipsdad. Ipsdad was shit. Oh my god, Ipsdad was terrible. But we got Alzheimer's right here, and we're going for the curse. We're going for the Calm Minds as he's cursing up. And since he is lowering his speed, we definitely do outspeed at this point, and we're gonna be able to get some Scalds off, potentially burn him, and do a ton of damage. The return that's a +2 return. Doesn't even do that much, but this Scald does so much to him, and I'm gonna able to slack off the damage since he is not doing even 50%. He's gonna just keep on going for a return, hoping for the crit, but I'm just gonna go for slack off. If he wants to switch out at this point, that is fine with me, because if he does come back in, he's gonna be taking a lot of damage from the hazard, especially, and if I get one more layer of spikes up, then he will die to hazard. So he's gonna actually go into his Breloom right here, and I'm at the point where I could actually stay in a Psyshock, but if he does get 5 hits, then I am down. Plus, even if he does get 4 hits, I don't want my Slowbro weakened just yet, because then I'm really vulnerable to that, what is it? I'm really vulnerable to that Snorlax. So I'm gonna go onto this thing, and I think right here I just go for the Gyro Ball, and I actually is gonna be able to hit this thing right hard right here. It's already pretty low, and I'm not sure why he switched his thing in right here. I was really confused. I really thought his best play was to go on to Skarmory and Defog. And actually later he told me that he did not even carry Defog on Skarmory. So I was actually kind of confused. He had no way to get rid of hazards on this team, as I'm going to be able to take out this Gardevoir right here, which is so good for me because that thing was in my damn way. And out comes Sacred. The Entei is not named Sacred, but out comes Entei. It's going to be taking a ton of damage from rocks once again. It doesn't matter. I have 2 switch-ins for this thing. I have Tithead as well as my Slowbro. So right here, he's going to get the Wish health back, so the hazards don't really matter that much at all. But Seismitoad, Tithead is right over here, and I think I just go for the Scalds right here. And I was just trying to weaken this thing so I could take it out with Zapdos. And to be honest right here, I don't know why I was going for Scald. I was kind of fishing for the burn, but Poison Jet was definitely my better play. I don't know why I did not go for it. It would do more damage, plus a Poison is better than a burn. Anyway, I was guessing his last 2 moves were Rain Dance and Rest. We've already seen Knockoff and Toxic, so I was guessing those were his last 2 moves. I'm just going to keep on going for Scalds. It's now Rain boosted, and this Rain is actually going to help me in a bit. You will see. We're gonna see in a bit. Now, Kaminari is going to be able to come out right here, and since I do have quite a bit of a special attack investment, I knew I was gonna be able to take him out with a Thunderbolt at this point. Now, Entei is gonna come through, and this gives me a free switch into my Mega Slowbro, and I can just start firing off Scalds because in the rain, I actually take out anything. Nothing can even live a Scald at this point, and at this point, this thing just wins the game. To be honest, this thing just wins the game. Well, it doesn't really win the game because Breloom can revenge kill me, but in the rain, see, he kind of just sacked it off right here. I think he expected to live it, but he did sack it off, and that kind of sucks for him. Now, I'm gonna go into I have Mega Slowbro right here, and I almost ran a Crocoon set, right? I almost ran a Crocoon set, but I actually did not. I'm going to go for the Skulls right here, and actually, he did Toxic me, so that means I cannot actually take on his Snorlax. So I'm actually going to switch out into Kaminari, since he's going to go for the Roost, which is fine with me. I'm going to go to Kaminari because I know I can outspeed the Snorlax with it and be able to kill it with a Thunderbolt. It was just precautions and stuff like that, as he's going to go out into his Snorlax right here. This was definitely his win condition. I didn't want him to perhaps somehow get a rest up on my Mega Slowbro, so that's why I switched it out. I did not want to kill that Skarmory right there like that, but Zapdos is gonna come in here and kind of just mess everybody up. He messes up that Snorlax. The Snorlax is now gone, and I'm gonna switch back out into Alzheimer's because Alzheimer's can do whatever he wants. He can just Scald, and nothing can take it. He did Toxic me, which was kind of unfortunate. It was kind of cool seeing Toxic on his Skarmory, but I really thought Defog would have been better for him. I'm going to go for a Scald right there. I do get a crit. Pointless crit. I could have actually slacked off right there, and that would have probably been my better play. But at that point, it didn't really matter. I can just go out into my Drumstick and take him out with a Flare Blitz, and that is going to be a good game. Now, the thing is that I know that this battle was not too long, and I said that in the beginning it actually was about 45 minutes. It was actually a bit longer than that. And now, the reason was, I mean, I guess I also took quite a bit of time taking my moves, but there was a lot of time taken making moves and stuff. It wasn't, yeah, there was quite a bit of time. Sometimes it went to like over half the time or for most of the turns, so that is why I ended up wanting to do this post-com, because it ended up being a bit long. It ended up commentary not being as I would want to, but guys, we did win the Pokebowl right here. We are the champions of the MPL Season 1, and that's amazing. That I did not even think we were going to make it to the Pokebowl. I did not even think we were going to make it to playoffs. I did not draft my team. This team is, in my opinion, is not very good. It's actually kind of crazy. Now, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it because I did use a ton of stall overall, but that's kind of how my team went. I only had like 4 offensive threats total on my team. So, I hope you guys enjoy Season 1 of the MPL from me, and I might even be joining I might potentially even be joining another league along with MPL Season 2. We're gonna have to see about that in the future. But for Season 2, remember, tell me if you guys want to see a team builder before every week. I'm kind of thinking about doing that, as well as just hashtag Phoenix and Floors. We won. We are the winners. Kind of crazy, but hope you guys are hyped for Season 2 of the MPL, and I will see you guys then. Peace.